Hey everyone, Diavolo here, and welcome back to the spoilers that have just dropped for chapter 211 of Tokyo Revengers. If you guys are new around here and want to keep up to date with not only Tokyo Revengers spoilers, but also One Piece and Jujutsu Kaisen, then make sure you hit that subscribe button and leave a like on the video as well if you do enjoy my content, as it really helps out with the algorithm. But enough of that, let's get into these spoilers. So in chapter 210, we got introduced to Inupai again, obviously who's going to be a part of this arc, and he had been thrown at Takemichi and Draken while they were out testing Takemichi's CB250, and the chapter left off with Draken being confronted by the leader of the Masato Ward's greatest power and influence, Tokuhara Tandai from the Terano South Gang. He was pretty much, trying to force Draken with intimidation into joining his gang. And so 211 is, I guess, going to start off and be about the history or some past of the leader of the Tokuhara Tandai, Terano South. This whole chapter is basically about the leader of the Tokuhara Tandai, Terano South, and I probably see it maybe about a few panels about maybe his backstory, his gang. I had a feeling that maybe he was some kind of relation to Draken, which sounds kind of silly, just because of the fact that he's got some kind of similar hairdo, and the tattoo up the side of his face and head is somewhat similar. Also the fact that the build of him, he just looks like a really big version of Draken. He's going to be trying to beat and recruit Draken into the gang, so there's going to be a lot of, there's going to be some fighting throughout this chapter, which is going to be awesome as well. But as a lot of people were suspecting, Draken obviously is going to be refusing, saying that he's retired and no longer, is part of this gang life, going with the entire flow like all the other guys have that were part of the original Toman group that have kind of moved on and started their own lives already, or started the beginnings of their own lives. It's that's almost set in stone now. So I think unless Draken doesn't get pulled into this, that he may not even be a part of this. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comment section below. We also get given to us here the reason apparently for Terano to come to Tokyo was the same as the Toman gang, or the same reasoning as the Toman gang's creation, I guess you could say. They wanted to create a new era of delinquents, so they want to kind of take over Tokyo. They want to take out the other two gangs. I'm wondering if this leader of the Tokuhara Tandai perhaps is actually a good guy. It might sound quite silly, but just that kind of comparison with him and Toman, or his group and Toman, creating this new era of delinquents, it could end up being a bad era of delinquents like we've seen in the future with how Mikey turns out. But I could also see him being, and his gang being, some kind of gang that wants to change it in the same kind of way that the Toman gang did, and they're the kind of new Toman now that they've disbanded, and Mikey and his Kanto Margin gang has more or less grown into more or less something like the Shinjuku gang, possibly. I don't know, just a thought. I'm not really too sure. Where do you guys see this chapter headed? We didn't get a hell of a lot, so there's not too much that can happen, but I imagine that Inupai, Draken, and Takemichi are going to have to fight off this group of, I keep thinking and going to say bandits, but they're obviously not bandits. They're going to have to fight off this the Terano South's group of people. We might be introduced to maybe say a vice president, or some of the people in the Terano gang that we don't know about yet. We're not really ever given much with the Tokyo Revengers spoilers, but it was more than we've been given over the last 2 weeks, so I'm not complaining, and this chapter is going to be pretty hype, I can imagine, so I can't wait to read it when it does come out in 2 days time from now. But yeah, like I've said before, where do you see the next chapters headed? And if you guys are new around here and want to keep up to date with the latest Tokyo Revengers spoilers, Jujutsu Kaisen, and One Piece spoilers, then make sure you hit that subscribe button and leave a like on the video as well, as it really helps out with the algorithm. Plus, I just want to say thank you. I recently hit 2,000 subs and hit the point that I can apply for now monetization about 2 hours ago, so I just want to say thank you to everyone who does enjoy my content and watches my channel, as recently I felt like a dream of mine is slowly becoming true. But yeah, I don't know, enough of that. I'll make a video about it perhaps in the future. Maybe when I hit 5k I'll do a video about that kind of stuff. But yeah, anyway, for now it's been your professional degenerate Diavolo, and I'll see you all in a bit. Bye.